A fruity pebbles cinnamon roll, a bacon and cheese cinnamon roll. This is not the menu from last night's Dreamland dessert bar. These are the options when you opt to twist up a traditional cinnamon roll. We are bringing in a sweet roll expert to teach us how. Amy Lund is joining me in the kitchen to share. It's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me back.
Her pretty blue sweaters matches her pretty blue eyes, and I
You're
can't
so
think of
nice.
anything else except for cinnamon rolls. Because
Me too.
the kitchen counter is full, and this is what you're known for, are these fabulously wild flavor combinations.
We do different flavors. They're familiar flavors. They're just maybe flavors you haven't tried in a cinnamon roll yet. So everything about cinnamon rolls for me is nostalgic. And so these are flavors that you know, maybe you just haven't tried it in this form before.
Okay. So like Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
We all love Fruity Pebbles, but I can roll that into a roll.
You
that
can.
didn't come out how I meant it, but you're following me, sister. You're following me.
I'm rolling with you.
Thank you. Have you gone wrong with any flavor combination?
Oh yeah, we went through a whole phase. When my husband and I first started the Dough Lady, we went through a phase where we thought candy bars must work in cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
And they don't.
I would think they would work too.
Well, they work in like cookies and cakes and things like that, but chocolate just doesn't quite translate to this type of dough. So things have gone wildly wrong.
Okay.
When we first tried the Biscoff roll, it was really bad, and now it's one of my favorites.
Now it's a hit.
Yeah, we just kind of tweak around a little bit. We're testing a ton of different flavors. Now we have like 30 different flavors that we rotate through a menu.
That people love. To think that you can get a flavored cinnamon roll and people line down the street for her rolls, and there's good reason for it. You're going to show us today how to customize.
Yep.
Let's start with that Fruity Pebble roll, because that has my curiosity.
The Fruity Pebble is so fun. So we offer this one in March. It's also our Pride roll.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take sweetened condensed milk. It's basically the best bowl of cereal that you've ever had. So I've already tossed this. You should sneak some bites. If you're going to do this at home, sneak some bites for sure. Please.
Thank you.
I think you're going to love.
Okay.
So I always have sugar and I always have butter down on my dough base. Do we love it?
Butter. Yeah, I love it. It's really good.
And then I'm just going to pack this in. Don't be afraid to add a ton of filling to your dough. So I have my recipe. It's the same dough base for every flavor that I offer. I'm never switching up the dough. I'm just switching up the filling. So we're really packing in the Fruity Pebble.
And the moisture of the sweetened condensed milk, the liquid, doesn't change the way that dough bakes.
No, it doesn't. Nope. Actually, what we do is we pour heavy whipping cream on top of our cinnamon rolls, so we have a ton of moisture going in it anyway.
It just keeps getting better
with every layer. It does keep getting better. So anyway, and in theory, I would roll this. We're going to save our hands for the next one. But Fruity Pebble is a really fun way. It's really great for St. Patrick's Day and Pride. So this is an easy thing to do at home if you want to switch up your traditional dough base.
And you'll show us the roll, but that's it right there in terms of the spread.
Yeah,
all right, what's our next flavor combination?
We've got blueberry lemon. So if you want to switch up your dough base at home, then fruit is actually the easiest way to freshen something up.
Okay.
It's the thing that works the best when we do it in our bakery. So I have, again, I've got my butter, I've got my sugar, and then I have a homemade lemon curd that I'm just going to spread. This gives it a nice fresh lemon flavor. And then from there,
these don't have cinnamon at all.
These don't have cinnamon at all. Don't be afraid to add quite a bit. This is just a homemade blueberry jam.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
Whoa.
Again, don't be afraid to really pack it in. Just know that if you're going to add something that's fruit-based, you're going to want to bake it a little longer because it has more of a wet ingredient to it.
Okay.
So we've got this one.
Oh my goodness.
And it is one of my
I feel like
very
I'm gaining
favorites.
weight just looking at this, and I'm not mad about it.
They're fun pounds.
Not
Everything's
mad about
fine.
It. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, what's next?
We have a savory roll. So if sweet isn't your thing, if you want to go a little bit more savory, your best friends are going to be butter and salt. Okay. I use just a coarse kosher salt. I just think that salt obviously enhances all of the flavor.
Isn't that funny? I always say it's the best marketing trick too. If I see with sea salt on a package, I'm like, oh, you're instantly elevated.
Into it. Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm just using a pizza blend from Smith's. You can go to a fancy cheese counter if you want. You do you, but we're just gonna add a ton of cheese to this. And really, I mean, if there's other cheeses that are speaking to you, if there's another spice that speaks to you, do that.
Let the cheese speak to you.
Yeah, I love everything but bagel.
Go girl.
So that's what I'm doing. But if you want, say, oregano or, I don't know, more of a garlic flavor, an onion flavor, that's what to do.
That feels like a lot.
It feels like a lot, but I swear to you, you're gonna want a lot of flavor.
Works out, okay.
It works out, it all works out. I think where people mess up is they're not adding enough filling.
Okay, all right.
Things.
And finally?
Finally, we've just got our regular sweet roll.
Do I get to glove up too?
You can if you want. If you want to spread this with me, feel free.
I totally do.
So this is just brown sugar. Again, I've got butter down.
Okay.
We're gonna just pour this on. So the trick here, we're just gonna rub this into the butter.
Like so?
Yep. You wanna kinda almost rub it all the way in.
Okay. What was that? What is this?
This is dark brown sugar and cinnamon.
You said that. I was listening, I was just gloving. I cannot listen and glove at the same time.
It's hard. Anyway, so we're just gonna rub this all the way in.
Yeah.
Like so. You want to even go just a little bit more.
I gave up too soon.
You almost don't want a lot of loose sugar in it.
Oh, okay.
If you do, totally fine. You do you.
Yeah.
You're not doing it wrong.
I'm sensing a theme about you.
This is just the way that I like to do it.
You too, you.
There's just fun ways to switch up.
And this is the roll we would do for all of these flavors.
This is the roll you would do for all of this. So it's kind of a loose roll. You don't want to really make it tight.
Well, we can't with all those fruity pebbles.
You really can't. So you're just gonna go like this, and then I use a knife to cut. I don't do floss.
Okay, oh really?
Yeah.
Why so?
You know, I just think that a knife is easier. It's a cleaner cut.
We got it?
Why complicate it?
We got it, all right.
2024 is simplifying.
4 ways to mix up your cinnamon roll. Actually, no cinnamon included, so it just becomes...
Sweet roll.
A sweet, thank you. A sweet roll, a party roll. Thank you so much. Where can we get more of your delicious creations?
So you can pre-order frozen dough. That's mainly what I do on my website. It's doughladyslc.com. You can also find frozen dough at the Neighborhood Hive. It's a store in Sugar House. Or if you don't even want to bake, then you can find fresh rolls at coffee shops around Salt Lake.
I love that you've done this for us and built this amazing brand and business that women know and love.
If you don't want to do this, I've done it for you.
I mean, you can, but she's hooking you up in all the right ways. We'll link you over to her website.